What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this episode of the $50 Funko Pop Collection Challenge. Tonight, we are at the trade night for What's Poppin', which is probably the biggest Funko show that's in Utah. So the overall goal tonight is I have a couple of pops in the $50 Collection Challenge that I want to trade for things that I actually want. You know, I was looking at my collection the other day, and I figured that there were a couple of pops that I wanted to trade for things that, you know, related to me and things that I actually enjoy. So that's the overall goal tonight. We'll review here in a second what I'm trying to trade, but it should be a fun night. We got a bunch of people that are trading, also a couple people that are selling, but yeah, should be a good time, guys. Okay, folks, so here are the pops that I brought to trade that I want to trade out for the television category right here, and also the animation category. So we're dealing with these two. Hopefully we can switch around something, you know, that I'm more of a fan of for at least these two. So I'm looking for $100 pops in television and animation that, you know, I kind of like or know a little bit more. And then I also brought this pop for fun right here too, to see maybe if we can get something out of this. This is a Chase Mickey pop that is actually signed by the voice of Mickey, Brett Ewan. So I don't know, we've got three things to work with. We're mainly focusing on these two, but hey, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got this entire floor, guys, that's going to be set up for trade, so I'm sure we'll be able to find something or somebody that's interested in what I've got. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. Coming up on this first table, guys, seeing if there's anything that I want to trade for. There are some cool stuff that you don't see very often. You got like a Hot Topic exclusive Chucky. You also have some Home Alone pops. The Rock, which is a really cool one. Do you know how much that Rock is worth?
I think like 70.
70-ish. Because I do need the WWE category, at least that I'm looking for in my collection, so that might be a possibility, but we got some good ones right here. Like I said, Home Alone, Sonic, the Green Goblin's really cool, but yeah, a good start. I like these pops. There's a couple tables that I've been eyeing, guys. I came across this one. I don't think it's going to have any $100 pops from what I can tell, but hey, there's still some really solid pops that you don't see every day. You got Dino from Fun Days right there, which is an awesome one. Skiing Freddy, which is a cool one as well. But yeah, kind of taking a look at some of these other ones, you're going to find a good mix of like commons and uncommon, that kind of stuff when you're at a trade night. These pops are pretty awesome with the Charmander and the People Mover ones. I love those ones. Those are pretty sweet. But yeah, folks, a little bit of everything. You got a Lord of the Rings pop right there, which is pretty rad. But yeah, just kind of panning to show you kind of some of the stuff that you can expect maybe at a trade night if you go to one yourself. A couple of pops that I like at this booth a lot, guys, is we have this Venom right here, the blue Venom. That's one that you don't see very often. It's a little bit of an older one. Let's see what else we got. Scorpion over there, which is a really cool one from Mortal Kombat that I really like. But yeah, kind of looking around at everything else, definitely you got to give a shout out to that Spider-Man as well. That is a cool one too, but nothing that I'm looking for, unfortunately. Coming up on this next table, guys, I don't really see anything that I'm looking for, but a couple of pops that we actually have in our collection, at least for the $50 collection, is this Pluto right here, which is awesome, part of the Pop Trains line, and also Goofy that's right there. Those are some of the higher end ones, at least in this Trains line. A couple of other really cool pops, guys. You also have Klingon from Star Trek, which is an older one. Blacklight Bandits, which is a cool one from last year. Some of the metallic, you know, Emperor Batman and Joker pops. Yeah, those are pretty cool, but fortunately nothing that I'm looking for at this table either. There's a couple of really cool ones that are in here that you don't see often, like Rocky Balboa. You also got Master Chief with Cortana, Triss from The Witcher. You also have Daredevil as well. You also have the Dark Phoenix. A couple of really cool ones. That Kratos up there is awesome. Spider-Woman. I don't know. I might see if they're interested in anything. We might do a trade, guys. I'll have to ask. Coming up on this next booth, I do find a couple that I'm kind of interested in potentially maybe trading for. You got Supersonic right there. I think that's about like an $80 pop. We do already have the games category, but that is definitely an awesome one. You got Spider-Man, some Peter Pan, some Office. There might be some stuff that's over here, guys. I'll have to check and see, but yeah, they've got some good ones. Definitely eyeing that Sonic. Oh my goodness, folks, there are some heavy hitter pops that are in here. I don't know if they'll be willing to do any trades. We might show off some of the ones, but I might actually do this in the main video for this event. But oh my goodness, guys, there's some heat in here. I guess I should mention that this booth is the main sponsor of this weekend's event, so kind of makes sense that they've got the biggest one and they've got a lot of good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I'm finding a lot of really good stuff. I might have to ask Mark, who's the owner of Pop City and running this booth, if he wants to trade for any of the stuff that I'm eyeing. Like I said, animation, television. I found a couple of things. Maybe I'll share them with you real quick. So animation wise, we got Barney Rubble right here, which it's a little bit above that $100 mark. I'm not sure if he'd be willing to trade that, but a pretty solid one. Know that these aren't $100 pops, guys, but we do have Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, the original, way above the $100 price point. But hey, I can't pass up an opportunity to show these off. Movies category we already have, but $105 pop right there. That's a pretty solid one. Walter White at 100. That might be a good one. I want to see if maybe we can trade for that one. That's actually a pretty solid one, guys. Another pretty solid animation piece too that's $140 that might be an option, kind of similar to that Barney Rubble that I would actually be interested in because I did watch Scooby-Doo. $140 Velma. That's an option for sure. I talked to Mark and we're going to be doing this trade right here. So my Chitara for the Walter White. I actually surprisingly watched this show back in the day, but I don't own any pops. So this would be a great one, especially for my personal collection, also for the $50 collection. So I'm excited to be doing that trade. Yeah, that one. All right. Yeah. All right, folks, we found a trade for Sailor Saturn. I'm going to keep that one a secret, but I'm going to pay a little bit of a difference because the values don't quite add up, but it's definitely an animation piece that I want other than the Sailor Saturn that's right here. Okay, so there is another booth right here. They are selling stuff. So for trade night, people aren't allowed to sell things, but the ones that are like the official sponsors can sell on this night. So maybe we'll see if there's something that he wants to trade for. I don't know. I've got my trades complete for the $50 collection, but maybe we'll be able to trade Mickey. I don't know. So the Nerd Store is another sponsor tonight, guys. So they are selling stuff too. Like I said, maybe I'll take a look around and see if there's anything that I want to, you know, buy, and maybe they'd be interested in trading for the Mickey that I have. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see with this one too. But hey, while I'm here, let's show off some cool pops. I do love General Grievous, guys. That was from, you know, that era of Star Wars that I grew up with, you know, episode 1, 2, and 3. So that's a really cool pop for me. Dude, I tell you what, I slept on this Steve pop right here. I remember seeing this at Hot Topic, like every Hot Topic I went to, they had tons of these, and now, you know, it's a $70 pop. So I don't know. I'm kind of sad that I missed out on it. Guys, there's some heavy hitters that are back here. Obviously with the Ghost Rider Blacklight, which is awesome. Marvin the Martian, which I think I actually bought at last trade night, if I'm not mistaken. You got some signed pops right there. Oh, geez. Good ones, good ones. When I was coming around the first time, I think I passed this table, but guys, they've got some really cool pops in here with the Bone Daddy, some of the original Funko stuff. You also got this right here, the Phineas from the Haunted Mansion. I'm assuming that's signed by Oscar Isaac from Moon Knight. You got Mr. Knight. Dang, there is some really good ones in here, guys. Tom Brady, obviously a good one ever since he's retired, but oof, there's some pretty solid pops here. But folks, I have looked around and I think I've probably explored most of trade night and everything that it has to offer. If there's anything else that I come across, I will definitely let you guys know, but so far this has been pretty darn fun. Also, I'm excited to show you my last trade that I ended up doing. All right, folks, back from trade night. So I'm excited to show off what I ended up swapping out for the $50 Funko Pop Collection Challenge collection. Now, first things first, I mentioned this one in the video that I was picking this up, so let's show this off because you guys already know about it, but I ended up getting Walter White from Breaking Bad. And I swapped this out for Chitara from Thundercats for the television category. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I want to kind of more focus on things that I enjoy more, things that more make sense to what I usually collect normally. And I'll be honest, I actually don't have any Breaking Bad pops, but I did watch the show, and maybe it's a line that I've been considering getting into, but hey, you know what? This is a good start, at least for the $50 collection, because it's just a pop that I would prefer more and know more about than Chitara. But overall, folks, I love this pop. This pop is awesome. Obviously, this is from the first season of Breaking Bad. Walter White is kind of coming into his own. You know, if you've seen the show, he kind of transforms throughout the whole series and everything like that. This is definitely how he gets his start. So there is all the other pops that are a part of this line. But hey, you know what? We'll add another television pop, or at least swap it out for one that I am a little bit more familiar with. So we ended up swapping out that Sailor Moon pop for another pop in the animation category. I did end up paying a little bit more, which is totally fine, and we'll explain why later. But that pop ended up being Barney Rubble from the Flintstones. Believe it or not, this is number 2 in the animation category, guys. So this is a pretty darn old pop. Came out in 2014, so that's kind of crazy to think that it's nearly 10 years old. But if you're curious, some of the pops that were a part of the original animation line, at least like the first 5, you got some Flintstones and some different Hanna-Barbera characters right there. But like I was saying, I ended up paying $40 extra, and looking back, that Sailor Moon pop, I believe only cost me $10 from the episode that I picked that up in. So if you're thinking about it, it only cost me $50 for an over $100 pop in the animation category. These two pops will be awesome, and let's add them over to the shelf. If you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below what should I be on the lookout for my next $50 collection piece, at least $100 pop scale. If I remember correctly, we actually have a good amount of money that we can work with, so we might have to buy another $100 pop for the next episode. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another and always promote positivity. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.